The science of strength. Introduction. Strength is not an accident, it is an adaptation. To transform the human body, you must speak its language, the language of stress, recovery, and precision. By following these 11 pillars, you move beyond going to the gym and enter the realm of true physical engineering. 1. Progressive overload, the catalyst. At the heart of all growth is progressive overload. Your body is designed for survival, not for carrying extra muscle. It seeks homeostasis, a state of equilibrium. To break that equilibrium, you must systematically increase the stress you provide. This isn't just about adding 5 pounds to a barbell. It's about manipulating volume through more sets and reps, increasing density by shortening your rest periods, and increasing technical complexity by moving from stable machines to free weights that require more balance and control. 2. Specificity, the SAID principle. The SAID principle, specific adaptations to imposed demands, reminds us that the body is a mirror of its training. If you train for endurance, your body will not accidentally build explosive power. Neuromuscular specificity tells us that lifting near your maximum weight, 90% plus, is required to train the nervous system to recruit high-threshold motor units. If you want to jump higher, you must train the specific triple extension of the hips, knees, and ankles. You get exactly what you ask for, nothing more, nothing less. 3. Individualization, the biological blueprint. No two humans are mechanically identical. Individualization acknowledges that your anthropometry, your bone length and muscle insertions, dictates your performance. A lifter with long femurs will always struggle to squat like someone with short ones. Furthermore, your training age determines your dosage. A novice might recover from a heavy session in 24 hours, while an elite athlete may need a full week to recover from the same relative intensity. 4. Reversibility, the cost of maintenance. Muscle is metabolically expensive. If you don't use it, your body will cannibalize it to save energy. This is reversibility. While aerobic enzymes can start to fade in as little as 48 hours, strength and muscle mass are more resilient, typically beginning to decline after 2 weeks of inactivity. However, there is a silver lining. Myonuclei, the control centers of your muscle cells, remain for years, allowing for muscle memory to kick in and help you regain lost ground rapidly. 5. Recovery and adaptation, the gas principle. Real growth happens in the quiet moments between workouts. Following Hans Selye's general adaptation syndrome, we see 3 phases: alarm, the damage of the workout; resistance, the repair phase; and supercompensation. Supercompensation is the magic window where the body rebounds stronger than its previous baseline to protect itself from future stress. If you train too soon, you spiral into overtraining. If you wait too long, the adaptation fades. 6. Periodization, the master plan. You cannot train at 100% intensity forever. Periodization is the strategic organization of training into cycles. The macro cycle is your yearly vision. The mesocycle is a 4 to 8 week block focusing on a single trait, like building muscle, hypertrophy. And the microcycle is your weekly plan. By rotating these phases, you prevent plateaus and ensure you peak exactly when you need to. 7. Range of motion and tension. Muscle growth is a byproduct of mechanical tension. If you perform ego reps with a limited range of motion, you suffer from active insufficiency, where certain muscle fibers are never fully recruited. Modern science highlights stretch-mediated hypertrophy, showing that training a muscle in its fully lengthened or stretched position is often the most powerful driver for growth. 8. Structural balance, joint integrity. A powerful engine is useless if the chassis is broken. Structural balance ensures that you don't develop mirror muscle imbalances. For every push exercise for your chest, you should have an equal pull exercise for your back to maintain a 1-to-1 ratio. Incorporating unilateral work, training one limb at a time, is also vital to uncover and fix side-to-side weaknesses that bilateral compound lifts might hide. 9. Intensity, volume, and frequency. These are the 3 levers of training, and they exist in an inverse relationship. If you increase your intensity, the weight on the bar, you must decrease your volume, total sets, to avoid burnout. For the average trainee, a frequency of training each muscle group twice per week provides the best balance of stimulus and recovery. 10. The Law of Diminishing Returns. In the beginning, progress is rapid. This is the newbie gains phase, where you might see 80% of your lifetime progress in the first 2 years. However, as you approach your genetic ceiling, the law of diminishing returns sets in. For the elite lifter, gaining a single pound of muscle or 5 pounds on a lift might take an entire year of perfect programming and nutrition. 11. Conclusion. The power of consistency. The most perfect program on paper is worthless if you do not do it. Consistency is what turns these principles into chronic adaptation. It turns temporary changes into permanent structural shifts in your tendons, bones, and muscles. Strength is a long game. It is a non-linear path of plateaus and breakthroughs, but for those who adhere to the principles, the results are inevitable. 12. Scientific foundations. These truths are not based on gym lore, but on decades of research from institutions like the American College of Sports Medicine, ACSM, and the National Strength and Conditioning Association, NSCA, and the peer-reviewed works of pioneers like Cellier, Schoenfeld, and Verkhoshansky.